So again, we have 5 giant souls. He starts at 32, so then it goes to 16, to 8, to 4, to 2, to 1. Why can I not... Oh, it's because... Oh, for a second I thought something was bugged. It's because I had the menu open. So his armor's here. Because we have the Ashen Mist heart, we can touch his armor and go into the king's memory.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drang Lake. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne. Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours. And your wishes granted. And your wishes granted. And your...
Okay, that's all he says. He's basically saying, find all the crowns. If you come out here, you can actually see Velstadt way over there. But that's a neat little thing, and we're going to come back here. Every time we get a new crown, we're going to come and talk to him. And by him, I mean the guy in the memory, not actual Velstadt, or Vendrick, who's just walking around like a clown right now. So Vendrick does massive damage. He will kill you. So I'm going to like semi-cheese him. And by that I mean I'm going to circle around him a lot. Because he can 1 or 2 hit you. Like, he's even more powerful than the Giant Lord. Note. So this just requires patience. I like how the same music keeps playing, though, during this. So this is the best way to go for him, because if you're behind him, most of his attacks won't hit you, and then when he swings, you have one opportunity to... Oh! Yep, he got me. I tried to take 2 hits because I was bored, is the honest reason, because I'm like, this is going to take forever. But with a boss like this, you just can't risk it, and that's... I think that's... Someone was asking about what I thought about Dark Souls 2 earlier, and that's kind of a critical flaw that I see. Is some of the bosses, they require patience, and that's kind of the only thing they require. And if you are too impatient, then you die. It's not that they're really challenging to avoid, it's just they're really tanky. I think even like the Belfry Gargoyles are a good example, where you just have to wait for the exact right moment to get an attack in, and typically the only time you die is when you get greedy. It's not because they have a moveset that is challenging to puzzle out. But that's kind of my feedback about the Dark Souls 2 bosses compared to Dark Souls 1. And some Dark Souls 1 bosses are like that too, but... Let's try Crystal Magic Weapon instead. Let's see if this does any better. I doubt it. We could also Dark Orb him to death, but that would also take just as long. So he starts mad at us this time. It's not... The damage isn't any better or worse, I think, with this. Dark Weapon is probably slightly better. Hope you enjoy beating up a naked, confused king. Yep. Who is hollow. Sometimes he does a second swing there, so I didn't want to risk it. I like the look of Crystal Magic Weapon. It's really neat. So I know this is lame, and it's just going to be me circling around him like this, but I think it's it's the best way to beat him, because you have to be really consistent here. You can't just like play around. You gotta take what you can get and not get hit. If you get hit, you're probably gonna die. But again, I find it incredible that this music keeps playing. It's one of my favorite parts of the game, was the reveal of Vendrick in the first place. God, Crystal Magic Weapon is so fucking cool. Come on. There we go. I feel that was much more of a mercy killing than anything else. So, it doesn't get you anything. You could come back in here, and just to show, nothing changes. But this does secretly open something, unfortunately, in the Shrine of fucking Amana. So that's where we're going to go next. Dark Weapon did more damage? I suppose that makes sense.
And your wishes.
Yeah, see? He's got nothing to say. It's like pre-nerf Ancient Dragon. Yeah, I talked about Ancient Dragon when I fought it. How it just used to be, it's relatively easy to avoid, but you have to be patient. That's the biggest thing with a lot of these, quote, hard bosses. And that's why Fume Knight and Elan are so fun. Is because they require active dodging, active movement, active searching for your window, whereas these other bosses, you can very easily bait their limited moveset. It's no problem. It's just if you get greedy, which is easy to do because you get bored, then you're gonna, that's when bad news happens. Rip Vendrick, the naked king of Dranlaic. Oh, God. Well, here we are. We also have to be human to be able to get into where we want to go, but that will be fine. I'm not going to become a human until after I've killed all these enemies. Okay. You can't parry this guy. Honestly, I've not really tried parrying enough in this game to be confident at it, especially with bosses. I didn't even parry the Pursuer. But I should have, because Pursuer, I think, is the perfect boss to try to parry. In case people didn't know, the Pursuer has like a scripted death where you can parry him in front of the ballistas that are in there, in his boss zone, and you can shoot him with a ballista, and it nearly instant kills him, which I think is cool. I don't know where you came from, but alright. Please. So you may recall the door that we're going to. There was a dragon rider in front of it that we had killed previously. For some reason, he's not there anymore. It did respawn, we only killed him once. So that's a little confusing. Okay, I'm gonna unhollow now. So you remember this door. And it just said it was locked. Didn't explain what you needed to get in here. So this is kind of like semi-super secret. But you need to have killed Vendrick and be human, not hollow, in order to open this door. There's no key or anything. You just needed to do all that stuff. Soul of the King. That's what we were looking for, because he didn't drop a soul. This area is 100% cancer. Yeah, I died here more than anywhere else in the game, and there's his armor set. I died here more than anywhere else in the game, Defiler. Died maybe like 7 or 8 times just in Shrine of Amana compared to barely at all in the other areas except from like falling damage and stuff. I would like to understand the lore of Shrine of Amana. I think that would interest me. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Undead Crypt and talk to Vendrick now that we have his crown. I don't know if you have to be wearing it. I didn't do this in my first playthrough, so... I mean, I killed Vendrick, but I didn't go and talk to him. If you do all the DLCs and have his crown, then he doesn't give you all the lore. It skips it all. That's why I wanted to play the game in this order. So if we go talk to him with his crown in the past, he should have some more stuff to say to us. And then we come back with every single DLC crown, and he'll say more stuff. You found the shrine more tolerable than the DLC areas? I do expect to die a lot in the DLC. I'm just warning people now, because I'm not that familiar with it. It was kind of a blur when I played it the first time. So there is a chance that it's going to be agonizing. I'm just warning everybody now, because it really is some of the shittiest areas. They're cool, but they just throw in a billion more enemies, like in the past, so, ugh. Shrine of Amano was made by Vendrick to fend off Nishandra. Because of the singing of those women, Nishandra can't enter there because she is made of dark. Maybe that's why I died so much, too.
Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am no king. I am more fit to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life, only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool, or something more? I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days. But
Okay. Just to test it, I'm not sure. What makes a king? Some say it is birthright, while others call it destiny. Perhaps it is not important as long as the king's name serves to unite his people. There's stats requirements for the crown? Okay. So he's got nothing extra to say there. So let's get out of here. And we're going to go start our first DLC. We've done literally everything in the base game besides the final boss. There's nothing else. We've done all the quests, all the NPC quests, been every zone. Why do I have a human effigy in effect? I didn't... Was it just because I used a human effigy? That's weird. Okay, so we have to go to Black Gulch, Hidden Chamber. Every king needs a huge beard. Just snipe all the mages in the shrine, and it's pretty much a joke. Well, that's my problem with it, is it implies that you have to do it in a very particular way, otherwise you can't progress. And this game is built off of the idea that there are multiple ways to play it. That's also why I dislike the DLCs, because it's very, very anti-caster, which sucks. Like, do not go into the DLCs with a sorcerer. You will get fucked. Also, we gotta spend our Vendrick souls. Okay, so now we can finally use these things. City of the Sunken King sleeps, as does the dragon within. Oh, you know what? Last time we streamed, I said there were no actual dragons in this game. Except the dead one in the Ancient Dragon Memory. Sin, the sleeping dragon, is in this. Yeah, he's an actual dragon, I think. Okay. So these things are used by people to summon in friends. Like, if you have a friend who doesn't own the DLC, you can... They can come in here and put down a summon sign, and you can summon them in, and they can play with you. Which was cool for the time when it was released. I think that's pretty neat. Hey, Redler. It's going pretty well. We're just starting the DLC. We did all the stuff in the vanilla game. So we're heading into some of the harder stuff in the game. Oh my god, the dragon shrine area of this is just... Oh, it's the worst. Oh, it is just the worst. It's unique, but it's god-awful. Sorcery is bad, but hexes are fine. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I like the level designs a lot more than the vanilla game, but I don't like the enemy placements. I think they are garbage. Shelva, Sanctum City. This is reminiscent of New Londo, I think. It's just a giant city that's underground. And you're like, why did they build this down here? What a strange choice. Okay, there goes Sin. See, he's reminds me of Kalamit. And like the way, like how large he is, but he's still a dragon. Whereas when you think dragon as compared to like Drake and Wyvern, you'd think like the size of the ancient dragon, but alas. I'm gonna change some spells here. I think I'm gonna grab Heavy Soul Arrow just for the reach on it. We can keep the other stuff. Actually, we don't need Flash Sweat here, so I'm actually going to attune Repair. Old Growth Balm. I don't remember what that does. So this is eventually a shortcut. What if I summoned in this guy and was like, oh, well, I don't have the elevator ready, so we have to go the other way. And he just has to escort me through the whole Sunken City. Sunken King's the only DLC you never touched? It's probably my least favorite of all three. Okay, nice. We can two-shot these guys. This part is honestly a pain in the butt. You can skip a lot of it. It took me a long time on my first playthrough to realize that you can hit these things, and it makes these platforms go up and down. And apparently damages the enemies too, so that's good. These areas are also a little more convoluted than a lot of others. That's a little bit of a shortcut. We'll check that later. I just want to come up here. But these areas are all just a little more convoluted. There's a lot of different ways to go, and it just gets confusing. So let's not attack them with binoculars, please. Poison moss. Basically, one at a time here. So you see, we were doing over 500 damage with Dark Orbs, and in here we do 300. It's like a huge, huge, huge shift in how you're supposed to approach these areas. No, we're not close enough. We'll get that later. No! Ugh, I don't know why he kept swinging. I was not pushing the attack button. But that's okay. We gotta get up here, kill these guys, hit the little switch, and it'll bring up a whole nother thing that we can then... I don't know. I don't actually know what's over there. I didn't explore very much in this my first time through, so if you want to count how many deaths there are gonna be, now you can... I guess you can get started. Because this is gonna be a rough time. I'm gonna make this go down again just to see if it injures the enemies. Or are they just in a different spot? Oh my god, I never spent my souls. We have to get back up there. Okay, good. That does damage these guys. Fire, longsword, and shield might not be a bad choice for this, too. Though actually fire would not be the best because these guys are pretty... not immune, but they're pretty resistant to magic. That didn't stagger him? What the hell, game? These guys are actual gods if they're not getting staggered by any of this. The other guy's drinking, so that was our chance. Okay. There probably is a thing that we could bring up from this zone. I don't remember, though. So in theory, we won't have to do this again. I think what we want to do, we can ride this up, because I see some loot up there we might only be able to get if we ride it. I don't understand how this is not staggering these guys. I'm actually befuddled at how that does not stagger them. That is absolutely crazy to me. Okay, so we're going to send this back down, then we're going to bring it up, jump on it as it's coming up, and then we can get the loot that's up there. I think that'll work. Okay. Dark Quartz Ring +3. That's pretty good, actually. Dark Quartz, that's dark resistance. That would have been good for Dark Lurker. Okay, now, before anything else, I am going to backtrack. Because I'm going to spend my souls. This would be a huge mistake to not do. Yeah, the backstabs with the greatsword are really fun.
Until
Almost there. Actually, we have some crunchables we can use to get to 40. I could do 50-50. I mean, it just depends on how we want to play this. Yeah, equip some poise. That's... I don't think I need poise. I think I need the stone ring to reduce enemy poise. Especially with a greatsword, how does that not stagger them? That's crazy.
bear.
There we go. Attunement, perhaps? Or we just keep going Intelligence Faith. Or... I kind of want to try a different weapon soon, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get Dex up to 12. We only need one more level in it. That way we could go Roaring Halberd. That could be really fun. Don't worry, we'll get more souls of a Proud Knight. Soul of a Proud Knight. Alrighty. Now we proceed. For real this time. Yeah, I'm gonna... I mean, which one of these do we not need? Probably... We probably don't need the Southern Ritual Band. It does give us 2 extra attunement slots, but I don't need all those attunement slots. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Stone Ring, because we need the ability to stagger these motherfuckers. So Dark Orb, Dark Weapon, Heavy Soul Arrow for long range stuff if we need it, and then rather than Soul Greatsword, I'll grab Repair. And then we've got the stone ring equipped. So we should... it's unbelievable to me that a great sword would not stagger these normal enemies. See, that staggered it. Okay. That's crazy to me. Alright, so we're going to go this way now. If I got good at parrying, these guys probably wouldn't be that bad. But this area, there's a billion different ways to go and explore. So... we've got interesting times ahead of us. Poison bite ring. There's a lot of these creepy crawly things too in this general vicinity. So here might be a good spot to be able to cast. Breaking the eggs causes equipment degradation. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, let's face the wrong... Stop attacking! I swear I'm not queuing up attacks. I hit the attack button exactly once there. And then it was like, oh, you're facing the wrong way. Very strange. These balms, I think, give you... I think the balms give you... Ow. I'm pretty sure the... What am I trying to say? The balms give you... temporary stat increases. That's what I'm trying to say. The balms give you temporary stat increases. Hello? There's enemies up there we can't get. Let's hit this. Do we have a way to get up here? What did this provide us? I think a shortcut of some kind. But it's always hard to tell. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lower it, and then I can jump to it as it's coming up. It also might be a shortcut down there. But like I was mentioning, there's so many different ways to go at this beginning section of this DLC. It's a little overwhelming. A longbow plus 7 is good. We don't need that, though, because we have spells. No! I tried to jump over there. I saw loot on the corner. With you running Faith Int, it makes sense you don't have 40/40 Dex Strength build. Yeah, I'm not leveling Strength or Dex past 2012. That'll allow me to stick with Roaring Halberd is probably the most complex weapon I need in terms of stats requirements. This guy would chase us anyway. Hello? Yeah, these enemies are from the base game, and they have huge magic resist. It's really silly how they did that, in my opinion. I don't like it. Every little bit helps. Eventually we'll be able to get up there. Actually, see, this is why we have Heavy Soul Arrow. So that we can hit guys like this. This motherfucker. But see how little damage that does? Imagine going through this whole section doing that little damage. It is infuriating. Come on. Yeah, okay, we can get him. that. And maybe we can hit this other one from here, too. Okay. Open up shortcuts. They're not really shortcuts. I think you have to open many of these. Don't skip the I don't know where anything is. I will be fairly diligent as usual, though. Don't you worry. So we came from up here. I didn't even need to jump to this because I can just walk to it. God damn it. I'm so stupid. Whoa! On the plus side, some of the attacks don't seem like they track nearly as much in this DLC. So far at least. Poison stone. Gonna do the same thing, though. Excuse me? Okay. There we go. Took us down too far. What do I do? What do I actually do? Am I trapped? There's got to be a way to hit it from down here. I think so. Jesus. There we go. That's what we've been trying to do this whole time. Watch, there's going to be, like, nothing down here at all anyway. It's... okay. After all this time... I'm still trying to finish this bagel. All right. Well, no one can say that I'm not being diligent. I'm getting everything possible. This isn't even the hard part of the DLC. It gets so much worse once you get inside. So much worse. Oh, look at that motherfucker. Just hanging out on the side. Hello? Hello? Please allow me to kill you without breaking my equipment. Thank you. I also have a ring that breaks really easy, and it's really expensive to repair, so that's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, we kill this guy, even though we haven't even come down here yet. Done. Nice. So you're not invincible when you're doing the backstabbing, but you do take way less damage. The other nice thing is once you open up these paths, they stay open. Okay. Is that a dead end? Certainly looks like it. Okay. So this is nothing, this is nothing. We've gotten all this. Hey, butane. Big double B. That would be triple B, I guess. So I already hit these. That allows us to walk over here and hit this. Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Fuck out of here. So we haven't been down here yet. This, I don't know. Someone else probably knows. But there's a way to kill these things, and I don't know what it is. It's because there's like an enemy underneath it. You can't break the stones, but you have to kill the enemy that's below it. And I don't actually know how to do that. And in the meantime, they're just a pain. Jesus. So yeah, if anyone knows, I'd love to hear it. Ah! Jesus. This is bad. They're all still alive. I thought I killed the first one at least. Please die. Okay. They're estusing. Oh! Hidden midair! Taking them out. Alright, so there's just like 3 guys in here. That was nice of them to do. Poison moss. Be wary of dark spirit. This all... Again, it's like sort of a maze. This is a shortcut that opens up that we can get to. I might want to backtrack momentarily to do this. See, because this all connects separately, like up there and then down here. So I think before I go this way, this is our ultimate path. We want to go that way eventually. But instead, I'm going to go back. Yeah, talking about like magic sniping and stuff, the hardest part with the possibility of magic sniping is the fact that we can't... we can't really overcome the magic resistance of these enemies. It's so high that... And Dark Orb has too short of a range. But the magic resistance is... Like, dark resistance is okay, but the magic resistance is just too high. I keep saying this over and over again. But yeah, that's like repeating myself. Okay, we've been down there. I'm gonna double check if there's like another bonfire or something close by. So way over there. Somehow. Let's get inside this building. I would love to figure out how to kill this thing. Okay, I hate to do it this way, but we have to break these pots because they're poison, I think. Are they not poison? These pots are poison in the main game. Okay, sure. So we opened up the pathway down here. It's clearly enemies. Possibly more. There's so many. They're everywhere. I mean, I was expecting a trap, but not this many. Okay, that's fine. See, I'm glad I'm exploring this first. Good, good. Ah, see, you could have come up here and killed some of the archers, but not that helpful. That's where we came in. That's the only way back, actually, so let's jump. Doesn't seem like there was anything else in there. I'm going to just double check one more time, so... This is nothing, because it's like, try ranged battle. Yeah, I remember the bonfire thing now. We'll go back that way in a hot second. Is this the only place you can hit this one, perhaps? Let's see what this does. I'm not sure in how that helps us, but whatever. Okay, so we go back out this way. Jump. Avoid the stupid poison spitting thing that I don't know how to kill. We've been through here, right? This was like a shortcut, but there were a billion enemies in there. So we have to fight our way up the main path and hit these things. We can also check to see what's over here. Whew, I almost just like walked right off there. That would have been funny. On the plus side, I'm more just in a mood of like collecting everything right now. And once we do that, it's so much easier to just find our way to other areas. So we don't have to worry as much about hitting all the things and making the platforms go up and down and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so this is where the 3 enemies were. Did you miss the stream chat conversation about Tychus and co-op? People were talking about that a lot the other day. Okay, I thought that might be a trap, but no. There's a melee guy right there. Oh, big dodges. Fuck just happened to my camera? Good thing they can't backstab. Okay, wonderful. Now, let's go grab what we missed. Raise all the platforms that will allow us to get to the next bonfire, apparently. That one. And that one. It looks like we're missing one, though. Let's lower this one real quick, because I want to see how we... That one, it must be like around the... down the side or something. That was risky. Thunder Quartz Ring +3. See, now I might be stuck. Let's look for the crystal to raise this one, but I don't think it's down here. Don't make me warp out. It's gonna make me warp out. Oh, wait. If we lower this one again... It does nothing. Oh, how do we get out of here? I don't want to have to respawn the enemies. Not like I didn't have that much trouble with the enemies, but... Alright. This is what I was talking about, though. This area kind of sucks. But on the plus side, we have... we found a lot of the different treasures, so there's not much more exploration to do. We can just finally push towards where we need to go. Which is a lot easier now. So we, like, hop down here. I will kill this guy, because I think he'll chase us the whole way. Ignore these enemies. Almost die there. Okay, so let's see who chases us real quick before we continue. 2 of them. Yeah, if you can faithfully get into the backstab animation, you'll take so much less damage. All right. Oh, did they all go back down? That's probably better for me, actually. So this one raises this one. God, I just don't know which one is which. Clearly we're missing one of them, but I don't know where it is. So I can get 2 of the 3. I love how this sword basically doubles as a big shield. It's really useful. Alright, well, we gotta kill these guys again. And again, this wouldn't be that bad if the enemies didn't have, like, Mondo resistance to everything. Go. Try jumping. Actually, see, that one raises this one. It's this second one. I don't know where the thing is to bring it up. Maybe we don't need to raise the second one. See, because it's a shortcut eventually to come back down. Maybe that's the one? That was it. Okay, great. So now we've opened it up. There's the bonfire. Okay, all right, all right, all right. We're good. We all good. Thank God. Okay. So, semi-checkpoint. Man, this is really tiresome. Yeah, that's why that's what I was saying about this in general. Is this this DLC is pretty tiring, the way it is. Okay, then we jump down. Wow, that was a good dodge. I'll give you that. That was not. That was not. Okay, now we have to go back up this way, because there's another thing to get at the very top of this zone. See you later. I wish there was just some more ambient noises in this area, too. It's just very quiet and eerie. I mean, it's not eerie. It's just kind of bland, is what I meant to say. Okay. Okay. I'll check that out in a hot second. I thought there was a ladder in here. Yep, okay. Ugh! Okay. Try down, projectile required ahead. So that's sort of like the semi-shortcut back. I think that allows you to hit... Oh, okay, so I don't think we were supposed to... Well, it doesn't matter what we were supposed to do, but you could go up to the top there and hit the last little projectile thing eventually, too. Yeah, because this is the one that opened. I will check out where it said that we could drop here. Oh my god. Really? Oh, okay, thank god. Okay. I thought the game was just fucking with me. There are more of these statues, too. They petrify you in this case. I don't actually know where this goes. So let's go check it out. I definitely did not explore this my first time through. Oh my god. Hang on. I have a plan. We're going to use a common fruit. Run! Run! Roll! Promised walk of peace. So this is a weird tree thing. I guess I have to try to kill these things, so let's... Maybe if you... Can you kill... Like, shoot the little guys at the bottom? Yep, that does it. Yeah, run away. Well, it's satisfying to know that we can kill these things if we so choose, but it is a pain in the ass to do. So I think this thing, if it's what I read about, you can use it to repair your equipment. So just, like, leave it, because it can only do it a set number of times, and we don't need it right now, so I'm not gonna bother with it. But it's like a weird little thing that's sort of in the middle of nowhere. Good God. Okay, can we proceed now? Can we just, like... Let's get this show on the road. The healing tree? Kill it, burn it? It does look pretty menacing, considering it degrades your equipment.